Hello everyone, this is Shabnam here. Welcome back to my channel, The Counseling Corner. A gentle reminder, in case you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. In my previous video, I have spoken about the authoritarian and authoritative parenting style as well as its pros and cons. In today's video, I am going to speak about the permissive parenting style as well as the uninvolved or neglectful parenting style, its pros and cons. I am also going to tell you how important it is for us parents to ensure that the emotional cup of our child is always full. What is permissive parenting style? Permissive parenting style is just opposite to the authoritarian parenting style, wherein the warmth is very low and the control is very high. In permissive parenting style, the warmth is very high but the control is very low. The parents are very loving, very nurturing, very supportive. They spend a lot of quality time with the child. But while coming to rules and regulations, there are very few rules and regulations, and if they are not followed consistently. There are no set limits and boundaries. There is no structure, no expectations or demands from the parent's side. The parents have an attitude, a kid is always a kid. Here, more emphasis is given to the happiness of the child than to discipline the child. You must have heard some parents saying, "I can never say no to my child because I don't want to upset or disappoint my child." Sometimes, to get the child to behave in a proper manner, they might even bribe the child with food, with some other material things. Any demand of the child is immediately fulfilled. Sometimes the children take the major decisions at home. For example, if a child studying in the 6th grade demands for an iPhone and emotionally blackmails the parents, somehow they make it a point to fulfill his demand because they never say no to the child. Now let us see what are the pros and cons of permissive parenting style. The children of permissive parenting style are usually their academic performance is low, social skills are also low, they have poor decision making and problem solving skills, they are usually very insecure due to lack of boundaries and limits. These are the children who easily indulge in maladaptive behavior like delinquent behavior or substance abuse. They grow with an attitude that there is no consequences for their behavior, as well as they find it very difficult when they go to high school or when they go to college, where they have to abide by some set rules and regulations. These are few of the pros and cons of permissive parenting style. The last type of parenting style and the worst type of parenting style is the neglectful or uninvolved parenting style. Here the parents are totally unaware of what is happening in the child's life. There is very little control as well as very low warmth. The parents do not spend quality time with the children. They do not interact with the children. No communication is there and there is no emotional connect. They are physically and emotionally distant from the child. They have no clue of what is happening in the child's life. They do not get involved in any of the child's activities. They do not go to school and attend PTM. Sometimes purposely they avoid the child or neglect the child. They have no set rules and regulations, no expectations, no demands from the child. The child is left all by himself to take care of his other needs. Maybe his basic needs like food, water, clothing is given, but all other needs and desires he needs to take care by himself. Why are these parents doing like this? Most of the cases, it is not intentional. The reasons why parents follow neglectful parenting style is maybe they must have also been raised up by neglectful parents, or sometimes these parents are so very busy, engrossed with their own problems, or they have too much of overload of work, they are busy in their career and they have no time and energy to focus on the child. Or the other reason is the parent might be suffering from some mental disorder like depression and anxiety disorder, or they might be into some substance abuse. So these are the reasons why they completely avoid and neglect their children. So let us see what are the pros and cons of neglectful parenting style. Here the child has very low self-esteem. He is not able to establish and maintain good relationships, so his social skills are poor because he hardly communicated with the parents. Decision making and problem solving skills are very poor because he's never got guidance. He is indisciplined as there are no set rules and regulations. Sometimes he has a fear that he will become dependent on others. And since he has never got love and affection, which is the basic need, he might get into depression and anxiety disorder. And these are the children who very often or very easily get indulged in maladaptive behavior like delinquency and substance abuse. So this is the worst type of the parenting style which the parents should try and avoid. Now, I will tell you how important it is for us parents to ensure that the emotional cup of our child is always full. In case you spend quality time with your child, we will show a lot of love and warmth. You're always present when the child is in need, and you fulfill his emotional needs. As well as if you appreciate the child, motivate the child, consider the child's feelings and opinions, allow him to take independent decisions at times, and respect him, then his emotional cup would always be full. And in case his emotional cup is full, his self-esteem would be high. And he will perform well not only in his academics, but he would be successful in his career as well as in his relationships. And he will also grow into an emotionally, mentally a very strong child who would be able to cope up with all the challenges in his life and come out successful. But in case you demotivate the child, punish him unnecessarily, resort to physical and verbal abuse, don't fulfill his emotional needs, always put him down or shame him, don't spend quality time with the child, and if you're very harsh and rude to him, then his emotional cup would be empty. And if his emotional cup is empty, his self-esteem would be very low. So he would easily get into maladaptive behavior, might get into depression or anxiety. He will have poor academic performance as well as he would be a failure in his life. So as parents, it becomes our duty to ensure that the emotional cup of our child is always full, and for this, as far as possible, we need to adopt the authoritative or democratic parenting style for the well-being of the child. Hope this information was useful to you, and in case it was useful to you, please do give me a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel as well as share my video with your friends. Thank you so much.